Thank you for joining the video for item pricing, setting required accessories. For this feature, I will show you how to set required accessories to a certain model or to other accessories, or how to simply attach existing accessories to a machine that might be missing an accessory. To do so, we're going to go up to the administration menu, select item pricing, and then under the accessories button, the first one down is for assigning accessories. That is for setting up the required options, which we see above here, either assigning an accessory as required to a model or assigning it as required to another accessory. And then here's the button if you just have to attach an existing accessory to a model that is missing an accessory, we can do so here. So let's start with assigning a required accessory to a model. What this means is every time the model is selected by the rep in the Solutions Configurator, it will automatically pull that corresponding accessory with it. Meaning that if you have, for example, a surge protector that always needs to be configured with the model, it's probably less common to have this type of requirement set up as it is to the assigning required accessories to other accessories. But let's go through the steps of how to do so. So first, you can go ahead and scroll through all of the accessories that are currently in your system. So let's just say it was going to be this memory kit here. And on the right, it's going to show me any models that this memory kit belongs to. So if it was required to have that memory item every time I picked one of these models, then I can go ahead and check mark the model, or if it's both models, check both. We also have buttons to check all, or none to basically uncheck. And then once you have that selected on the left, checked on the right, in the middle we have a button down here to say assign. It says it was successful, and then it will add it to my list down below. Here's the two memory items. So each accessory that is for the memory will always be required and attached to each of the models that we see here. If at any time I want to undo the required assignments I have now made, I can simply highlight the item and then use this remove button. It says, "Are you sure?" Click yes to confirm, and now that required assignment has been undone. Okay, so that was the first step, setting up required accessories to a model. The next option is to assign required accessories to other accessories, right here. In this one, we have to first determine the primary accessory and then the corresponding required secondary accessory. So in order to get my list of accessories here, I can either pull it up based on certain models, or if you even have different regions, you can filter by the regions. Once you have produced the list right here, you have kind of this grid format. If you wanted to type into any of these fields, you can even further filter down. Perhaps if you know the product number, you could just start typing it in here. So in this example, it might be easy to explain in the sense of a lot of times you have a certain finisher that requires a bridge kit, for example. I'm not sure if I've picked a model that has that, but let's see if I can find one here. So let's just say, those are inner finishers. Let's just pick something for example here. So if I were to select this finisher on the left as my primary accessory, on the right are any other accessories that also belong to this model. So then I could just simply determine which one of these items needs to go along with it. So let's just say it was this first one here. Simply highlight it, and then in the middle right here we have the button to assign. So I've highlighted the one on the left, the one on the right, click assign, and boom, here's my assignment. My primary accessory, whenever the rep selects this accessory for this model, it will automatically pick the second accessory for them, so they don't have to go through and remember to select that. This is a very helpful feature so the reps aren't going to be forgetting anything. And just like we saw in the previous button, if you ever wanted to undo this assignment, simply highlight it and then click Remove, and then Yes to confirm. All right. And then for my third option, if I go back to my Assign Accessories area, this one is not necessarily for putting anything as required. It's just to add an accessory that did not get assigned to a model. But if it is already an existing accessory, I can attach it here. Give this one a moment to populate. So on the left, I have a list of every model that is currently in my price book. On the right, I have all the accessories that belong to the various models. So if I were to select my model on the left here, and then on the right-hand side, I can go ahead and find where the accessory is that I need to add to this model. So perhaps it belongs to this model here, and I want to go ahead and add that to this other model over here. Perhaps I had not known about some of these accessories when I added them the first time, or things have changed since I first added them. So as long as I've checked the model on the left, the new accessory I'm attaching to it on the right, and I have two buttons now to either simply attach it as an option or attach and make it required. I can also point out down below you have a couple of buttons to either select all or none to clear those out, and you can do so for either side of your list here. And that is all. So thank you very much for joining our video on item pricing, setting required accessories.